music teacher. I teach with the school system, City of Atlanta, and I teach a variety of instruments, primarily wind instruments, but I do also do keys like piano, do some strings, and do a little percussion, things like that. The brass and woodwind instruments that I teach, particularly on a consistent basis, are flute, clarinet, piccolo. I do some bassoon and oboe, saxophone, soprano, alto, tenor, bass, baritone. Do a lot of those. Brass, trumpet, cornet, French horn, trombone, tuba. I pretty much play all of the woodwinds and all of the brass instruments. Now, I've always liked music, you know, love bands and things like that. And I remember, you know, second grade, put us on recorder flute, and I had fun with that. But you know, I was in second grade. My brother, he had already had a cornet, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. See him at home practicing, and he would never let me practice his instrument. And I begged, hey, let me play an instrument. You can't touch my instrument. So when I got to third grade and I was able to join the band, and I was kind of short, but my first instrument was tenor saxophone, and like I may have been this tall, and the case may have been like this tall. And as soon as I brought it home, hey, I'll teach you how to play trumpet if you teach me how to play saxophone. And at first I was going to say, no, I'm not teaching you anything. But then I was like, hey, you know, I've always wanted to play the trumpet, and you're offering, why not? So I actually learned how to play trumpet and saxophone the same day I got the saxophone. The vast majority of my family are musicians. A lot of vocalists, and I have a lot of siblings. I'm number 4 out of 9, and all of us either play or sing or play and sing. So yeah, it's fun around holidays. I used to listen to a lot of music. So at the time, I was just really big into, hey, just concert band. I used to love to just hear different concert bands playing all kind of different things. With, you know, a lot of people picked at me, but I've always loved marches. You know, a good Sousa march or a Fillmore march or a King march. I just always liked a lot of marches. So, and as I continued to listen and got older, then I started actually try to expand my ear and start listening to other things. And then I started listening to, I mean, I've always listened to gospel music and stuff too, but then I started listening to like jazz, and I started listening to some rock stuff, like classic rock, and started listening to a lot of things. And then I just started listening to a bunch of stuff. Went to Clark Atlanta University for, it was a five-year degree. You know, playing in college. That was my first time going across seas. Went over, did a European tour back in 2000. Played at the North Sea Jazz Festival. We played at the Montreux Jazz Festival in Switzerland. And that was so much fun. And I never thought that, hey, that playing music at the time would have gotten me to that place. And it was funny because I was playing jazz, but I got called to play French horn in the gig. So I was actually playing French horn, and I had to transpose a trombone book because there was a particular sound or a particular color in the music that they wanted. So they was like, hey, we need a French horn player to play this book. We're getting ready to do a tour. Okay. And I mean, it was an amazing experience. Teaching is love it. Whether I'm teaching in class or I'm teaching individually, teaching is really fun. I think the best part, my favorite part of teaching is to look on somebody's face when they finally get it. Like they actually understand what it is you're talking about. But sometimes, you be like, hey, you understand? Yeah, I get it. And you're like, no, you don't get it. But it's when they grasp the concept and their face lights up, or they got it and then they can finally apply it. It's just, you just can't beat that. I know some people, they like it. They say, hey, it's cool when somebody comes 30 years later and say, hey, I appreciate the help. And that's got to be cool too. I haven't got that far yet. But it's just to see somebody's face light up when they understand how to play their major scales. When they understand how learning the major scale will help them just play through whatever school music they have, or it helps them with sight reading, because hey, I've already have an understanding of what keys I'm using. It's just, to me, you just can't beat it.